We have one more candidate for the 97th district, for the 1st district, congressional district, and I just learned about this gentleman this week. Saw his big bus drive up, park around the corner, pretty nice rig. Anyway, I want you to give a warm welcome to Mr. Glenn Wilson, running as an independent for the 1st district, congressional district.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Glenn Wilson. I'm a father. I'm a husband, of course. I'm a grandfather of 5 kids. Let's see, I'm a sheriff deputy for Ogama County. Let's see, let me get all my notes down here. I'm a small business owner. I know how to create jobs. And I'm a veteran of the United States military. And I'm really proud of all those things. But we are here today to face some real problems. We all know what the problems are. That's why these tea parties are being formed all over the country. It's because the two-party system has failed us. It has been controlled by the special interests for way too long. I hear questions about all these riders we put on our bills that are not constitutional. Well, I tend to think that that's how we pay back the people that got us elected. As a citizen, we need to take our country back. The definition of insanity is to continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Every year we send Republicans and Democrats, good men, go to Washington and get corrupted by the parties. And we can't allow it to happen this year. This is what we must do. We must build jobs right here in northern Michigan. NAFTA's got to go, okay? It's been good for everyone in the country but us. Or everyone in the world, I should say, but us. We must repeal Obamacare. Obamacare's got to go. Like, I agree with Dr. Dan on this one, is that there is so many things we can do to lower our health costs. For example, when companies get grant monies to develop drugs, those patents should be out there on the public that every manufacturer can go out and make them. That way this lady doesn't have to pay $1,500 a prescription. We need to stop this out-of-control spending. First thing we do is have to make a statement on every bill that says, under this Constitution, we have a right to spend this money. And if they can't put the U.S. Constitution definition on it, then it's got to go. Border enforcements. Protecting our personal properties. These are not options. These are the responsibility of our federal government. It's all spelled out in the Constitution. What's it going to take to build jobs here in Michigan? First of all, we have to get the taxes and burdens and regulations off our business, because if you don't have businesses, you don't have a job. It's that simple. We have to get our banks to lend money to our businesses. Without a good lending apparatus, we cannot get the capital in order to be able to build and add those jobs. Without jobs, people have no money to buy products from companies. It's a vicious circle. Bottom line, you can't work unless you have companies, so we need to get our companies working. In repealing Obamacare, there was a reason why Obamacare passed, and that's because there's severe problems with our medical system. Our medical system is burdened by the lack of free trade. Every bit of it has been controlled by the government. You can't buy insurance across state lines. You have to do this, you have to do that. There's no way our medical system can be controlled by the special interests. Everybody's got their hand out in that Obamacare package except we the people. We weren't represented there at all. Stop the out-of-control spending. Do you guys realize that over 40 cents of every dollar that's spent by the federal government is borrowed money? Do you realize that? 40% of our money being spent in the government, we don't even have the money to pay for. That's nuts. Our grandchildren can't even pay this kind of debt back. So again, we have to reduce the size of government. The government has set themselves up so where they have the control. For example, I heard a question about our veterans, right? As a veteran, I know how painful it is to try to drive to a regional medical center, okay? Regional. 5 hours away regional, okay? Why can our vets not have a card that they can go to any medical doctor right here and support our local communities with our veterans' use? Then they get a doctor of their choice, right? Border enforcement, the borders were funded to build a fence. Build it. That's actually